What's up, everyone? It's Python it. And listen, I know looking for a new job can be a grind. You're updating your resume, you're polishing your LinkedIn, and then you have to deal with the dreaded interview process. But trust me, one of the best things you can do to absolutely crush your next tech interview is to do mock interviews. They're like a cheat code for acing the real thing. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, why bother with a fake interview when I can just practice on my own? Here's the thing. A mock interview simulates the real pressure and environment of an actual interview. It helps you get comfortable answering questions on the spot, improve your communication skills, and build confidence. Think of it like practicing your free throws before a big game. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to get the most out of your mock interviews so you can walk into that room or Zoom call feeling like an absolute rock star. We'll cover everything from preparation to performance analysis so you can really understand what it takes to impress those recruiters. Let's do this! First things first, you've got to treat your mock interview like it's the actual job interview. This means going all out, dress professionally, even if it's a virtual interview. You wouldn't show up to a real interview in your pajamas, would you? Next, be on time. Punctuality is key. Being on time shows that you're respectful of the interviewer's time and that you're serious about the opportunity. Remember, first impressions matter. Now, during the interview, maintain a formal tone and professional body language. Sit up straight, make eye contact, and avoid fidgeting. It's all about projecting confidence and showing that you're taking the interview seriously. Remember, the more seriously you take the mock interview, the more you'll get out of it. It's all about building those good habits now so you're not freaking out when it really counts. Before you even step into that mock interview, you got to do your homework. You wouldn't believe how many people just wing it. Don't be that person. Start by researching common interview questions related to your domain. Whether it's incident management, ITIL, or ServiceNow, knowing your stuff is super important. You can find tons of resources online or even ask friends in the industry. Now, when it comes to answering those tricky scenario-based questions, use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. This framework helps you structure your answers in a clear and concise way, making it easier for the interviewer to follow along and see your problem-solving skills in action. And don't forget to review your resume. Be prepared to talk about your experience in detail and explain how your skills and accomplishments relate to the job you're interviewing for. Listen, you could be the most technically skilled person in the room, but if you can't communicate effectively, you're not going to get the job. So during your mock interview, focus on speaking clearly and confidently. Avoid filler words like, these just make you sound unsure of yourself. Instead, take a moment to gather your thoughts before speaking. Be concise and to the point. Interviewers' time is valuable, so don't waste it with long, rambling answers. Keep your responses structured and focused on the question at hand. And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you practice your communication skills, the more confident and articulate you'll become. Chapter 4, Embrace the Feedback. Okay, here's where the real magic happens. Getting feedback. After your mock interview, listen carefully to the interviewer's feedback. This is invaluable information that can help you improve for the real deal. Don't be afraid to ask for suggestions on areas where you can do better. The more specific the feedback, the better. Were there any technical concepts you stumbled on? Did you ramble on too much? And remember, feedback is not a personal attack. It's an opportunity for growth. Take it constructively and use it to identify your weaknesses, whether it's technical knowledge, communication, or confidence. Chapter 5. Time for self-reflection. Now that you've got some feedback, it's time to analyze your performance. If possible, record your mock interview session and review it later. It can be a little cringy to watch yourself, but trust me, it's super helpful. Pay attention to your responses, your body language, and your overall demeanor. Did you seem nervous? Did you maintain good eye contact? Did you answer the questions thoroughly? Identify areas for improvement, such as technical accuracy, articulation, and body language. And once you've identified those areas, practice, practice, practice. And hey, if you receive feedback on specific questions, use that information to practice follow-up questions. This will help you prepare for any curveballs that might come up in the real interview. Chapter 6, Rinse and Repeat. One mock interview is great, but to really crush it, you've got to make this a regular thing. Attend multiple mock interviews to build experience and enhance your confidence. Each mock interview is a learning opportunity. So take what you've learned from previous sessions and apply it to the next one. Continue to revise technical concepts, refine your answers, and work on your weaknesses. The more you practice, the better you'll become. Remember, the goal is to keep improving until you feel fully prepared and confident walking into that real interview. Outro? Go get that job. And there you have it, my top tips for acing your mock interviews. By treating them seriously, preparing in advance, focusing on your communication, and embracing feedback, you'll be well on your way to landing your dream job. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you put yourself out there and work on your interviewing skills, the more confident and prepared you'll be when it really matters. So go out there, crush those interviews, and let me know in the comments what job you end up landing. Good luck!